Alright fam, let's get right into this haircut. So to start it off, we're going to come in with our lever closed on our clipper. And we're going to start right where the eyebrow ends, and then we're going to drop it around the ear towards the back. And this is going to get us started with our fade. And the reason I'm coming in with my clipper first before the trimmer is because it's going to make getting rid of that first line a lot easier. So right here, I'm going to follow it up with the trimmer right where we left off with the clipper closed. And this is going to set in our bald line. And I'm letting the weight of the trimmer do the work here. I'm not trying to cause any irritation. So I'm going to get it nice and clean. And now to get it even closer to the skin, I'm going to use my Uno foil shaver. I will leave the link down in the description. And why I like this shaver is because, as you can see, it's a lot smaller than the ones with the two shaver heads on it, so it makes it a lot easier to bald out those small areas, especially when you're doing like a lower to mid drop fade. So I'm just using those to get it a little closer to the skin and really make that fade pop. And now to get into the next step, I'm coming in with the lever open as I just showed you, and we're going up right above that bald line. So I'm going up about a thumb's width here. I would say that's equivalent to about an inch, not exactly. But we're going to maintain that same shape that drops towards the back. And again, this is our lever all the way open. And now right above that, we're going to have our one guard lever open. And we're going to do the same exact thing, that thumb's width right above the lever all the way open. And we're going to set in all our guidelines going up, and that will blend them all out going down. So I'm just going over it, making sure that it's truly a one guard open. And to follow that up, we're going to go with our two guard lever open. And this is going to be the biggest guard that we use. And with this, I'm not trying to create a line. I'm really flicking out towards the top. So that way we can blend into the length there on the sides and the top. So I'm trying not to create too harsh of a line. There will be a faint one, which I'll show you guys how to get rid of. But I'm just trying to blend into that length on top as best as I can. And now for this line right here, in between the one open and the two guard open, I have my 1.5 lever open. And we're going to attack this line, right? So we're going to start off by attacking it open. And if it isn't doing the job, I'll gradually go ahead and close the lever as I just showed you. And as we continue to do that, you'll see this line start to fade out. So we're just working at it, trying to get it as blended as we can. And if you give yourself room to blend, especially when you're establishing your guidelines, it's going to make it a lot easier to have that clean transition from the skin up into the length on top. And right here, there's a dark spot in the back caused by his occipital bone, so I'm paying a little more attention to detail back here. And now we're going to follow that up with the half guard lever open. And we're attacking this the same way. We're starting open, and if it isn't doing the job, I'll gradually go ahead and close that lever. So I'm attacking it open again, right here. And we're following that all through the back. And right there, I close the lever just a little bit. And you see, as we trust the process, this blend is starting to come together really nice. And we're just working, continuing to play with that lever, seeing what works and what doesn't. And now for this last line, I'm going to grab my JRLs and we're going to close that lever all the way, and then we'll gradually open it as we move up into the top. So I'm coming in with the lever closed and I'm tapping at that line, right? And the higher I get into that fade, I'll open up that lever. So I'm tapping with it closed right here. And then I'm going to open the lever just slightly. And then we'll open it all the way till we get all the way open. And then we'll go back in detail. And the reason I like to do this step with my JRLs is because the lever opens up very wide. So it makes it a lot easier to stretch out that blend and get rid of those dark spots. So we're attacking halfway. Now we opened it all the way. And we're just working at this line, especially in the back. Like I said, a lot of dark areas back here, so I want to detail those. And now I'm coming in lever open, and we're gonna do some clipper over comb. So right there I was showing you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm coming in with the comb, and then I'm gonna flare out slightly, and any hair sticking out of the comb I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of with my clipper. And this is really gonna blend into the length on top a lot nicer, make it look a little smoother. And this blend is coming out super crazy so far. And now we're gonna blend into his beard. So with the beard, it really is just a reverse taper. So I went in open, and then I'm gonna go close to open to get rid of that first line. And then just like in a taper, I grab my 1 guard lever all the way open. Except with this, it pretty much blended into the beard. So this is gonna be the biggest guard that we use. And now for the lineup, right? So we're gonna start with his arches. So we're gonna start at the top of the arch, and then move towards the bottom. And that's gonna give us that nice round shape. And I'm trying to be real natural right here. I don't want to dig into it too much, so where I make it look, push back. And I'm gonna line up his box. And I'm starting with the arch and the box first, because it's gonna make it a lot easier to make sure that front lineup is straight. So now I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna start in the middle and move towards his right side. And when lining it up, I'm not trying to dig into it too much. I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible, while at the same time getting it as sharp as possible. So you'll see me go really slow. And now we're gonna move towards his left side and make sure that it's all even and straight. And I'm not pressing too hard with my trimmer here either. I want to make sure that I'm letting the trimmer do the work, so I don't cause too much irritation. And now we are going to enhance it, so we're going to use our card, our Sean Cuts hair card with the Airbrush Enhancement. And I'm going to spray it on very lightly, and then I'll darken it up as needed. So I make sure I spray it, pull the card away, and then apply more if I see I need to darken it up. And now we're going to get into his beard. So we're going to start off by lining up his mustache. And with the mustache, I don't want to make it too thin or make it look too cosmetic, so I just get it off of the lip. And now we're going to get into his beard. So I'm going to start at the bottom of his beard and then work my way up, trying to get that nice round shape without digging into it too much. And now we're going to use the razor on his hairline as well. So you want to make sure that you stretch the skin in the opposite direction of which you use the razor. And that's just to prevent any cuts or irritation. And this is really going to take that hairline to another level. And now to enhance the beard, I'm going to use my Pacino's beard pen filler. And I like this instead of Kiss on a paintbrush because I feel like it looks a lot more natural. So I'm going to apply it right on the line and then kind of work that in there. And it's making his beard look a lot fuller and sharper without, making someone look like, man, his beard is painted on. So now we're going to go ahead to the back and the bottom of his beard. And like always, you want to keep the line as natural as possible. So I'm going out as far as I can with the beard, and the same with the bottom. Just kind of cleaning that up. But fam, this is the cut. It is a nice mid-low drop fade, whatever you want to call it, with a beard lineup. If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Again, I always appreciate you guys' love and support. But like always, I will catch y'all next time.